Hear that? Nothing? Me neither. But that's the perfect spot for your company's name to step into the spotlight. Become an underwriter for As You Mic It and let every episode be your curtain call. Slip a note to podcast@pashakespeare.org for more information.
Hello, friends, and welcome back to As You Mic It, the Prologues, your handy pocket guide for Pennsylvania Shakespeare Festival's 2025 Undiscovered Countries Summer Theater Series. I'm Connie Berenger, Associate Producer here at PSF, here to set the stage before you take your seat. Our prologue is a quick companion episode designed to prepare you with plot essentials, thematic touchpoints, and a few production gems so you can step into Labuda feeling like an insider. Our next stop, A Raisin in the Sun, Lorraine Hansberry's landmark drama that asks what happens to a dream deferred and what happens when a family dares to chase it anyway. To map this powerful journey is our Director of Education and Community Engagement, Kim Carson, your guide through the hopes, heartbreaks, and hard-won victories that make A Raisin in the Sun an essential chapter in our Undiscovered Countries.
Thanks, Connie. A Raisin in the Sun takes its title from the Langston Hughes poem titled Harlem. And I'm going to read that here. What happens to a dream deferred? Does it dry up like a raisin in the sun, or fester like a sore and then run? Does it stink like rotten meat, or crust and sugar over like a syrupy sweet? Maybe it just sags like a heavy load, or does it explode? This play, it's all about dreams, some realized, some deferred, some transformed. And the play revolutionized American theater back in 1959 as the first Broadway play ever written by a Black woman, Lorraine Hansberry, and it remains powerful and relevant today. The story follows the Younger family in their cramped apartment on Chicago's South Side when Mama, Lena Younger, receives $10,000. It's a life insurance check after her husband's death. And each family member sees it as a chance to pursue their own dream. Mama dreams of buying a house with a garden. Her son, Walter Lee, dreams of investing in a liquor store to become his own boss. Her daughter, Benitha, dreams of medical school. Walter's wife, Ruth, dreams of a better life for her family. Mama eventually uses part of the money for a down payment on a house in Clybourne Park, which is a white neighborhood. And this decision leads to a visit from Mr. Linder, a representative from the neighborhood association who offers to buy them out to prevent them from moving in. The family faces another crisis when Walter loses the remaining insurance money to a fraudulent business partner. Now, despite this setback, they ultimately decide to reject Linder's offer and move into their new home, choosing dignity over money. And this story powerfully explores themes of racial discrimination, family dynamics, generational differences, and the American dream. With a story like this, I'm really interested in the characters and who they are. And so I wanted to talk a little bit about that with our podcast listeners today. Our characters in this, as I mentioned, Mama, whose name is Lena Younger, she's the family's moral backbone. She carries her husband's dreams along with her own, and she wants to use the money to buy a house in a white neighborhood of Clybourne Park, like I said. Walter Lee Younger is a chauffeur, and he's frustrated by his job, and he desperately wants to be a successful businessman, but he maybe struggles with making mature decisions. Ruth Younger is Walter's practical, tired wife who discovers that she's pregnant, and considers her options there due to their difficult circumstances. Benitha Younger, she's smart, she's outspoken, she's a college student exploring her identity through the interests in African culture and medicine. Travis Younger is Walter and Ruth's young son. There's also the character Joseph. This is Benitha's Nigerian suitor who challenges her to connect with her African heritage. And there's also George, who is Benitha's wealthy African-American suitor who represents assimilation into white culture. And then we have Carl Linder, who I mentioned before. He's the representative from this white neighborhood in Clybourne Park who offers to buy out the Youngers to prevent them from moving in. As I said, there are a few themes that this play explores. the American dream and its accessibility. We're talking about racial discrimination and housing and in opportunities. We're talking about family dynamics and generational differences. We're talking about women's roles and rights. And we're talking about African American identity and cultural assimilation. And we're also talking about the power of dignity and pride in the face of oppression. The original 1959 Broadway run, starring Sidney Poitier as Walter and Claudia McNeil as Mama, this was adapted into a 1961 film with most of the original cast. In 2004, there was a Broadway revival starring Sean Combs, Audra McDonald, and Felicia Rashad. This revival was famous. It really surprised critics with its power. It's a really powerful story. And then in 2014, there was a Broadway revival starring Denzel Washington as Walter and Sophie Okonedo as Ruth. So what makes this play so compelling is how personal and universal it feels simultaneously. Through the specific struggles of this family, the younger family, we see these broader themes about family and dignity and the American dream. And the play's genius lies in how it handles these heavy themes with moments of genuine humor and warmth side by side, or even sometimes within the same moment. The family struggles never feel like social commentary. They feel deeply human. They feel like these moments that resonate across racial and temporal boundaries. The play's most powerful moments often come in the smaller scenes. Mama telling Benitha that the time to love somebody is when they're at their lowest, or Walter playing Africa with his son Travis, or Ruth's quiet desperation as she considers her pregnancy, or Benitha's excitement as she tries on African clothing. These intimate moments make the larger dramatic scenes, like Walter's interaction with Mr. Linder or Mama's decision about the house, makes all those big moments even more impactful by having these little, very human moments happen throughout the play. And Hansberry, the play's author, drew from her own family's experience fighting housing discrimination in Chicago. And this adds personal depth to the play's examination of the systematic racism and all the things that this family goes through. And I will say the ending of her play is particularly masterful, showing both triumph and uncertainty as the family decides to move out of their house and move into their new house, despite knowing that they're going to face some hostility there. And it's a testament to human dignity and the power of family unity, while acknowledging that the struggle isn't over. We here at the Pennsylvania Shakespeare Festival really hope that you'll join us for A Raisin in the Sun, June 25th to July 13th in the Schubert Theater at the Labuda Center. And there you have it, your brisk walk through A Raisin in the Sun. If today's prologue sparked your curiosity, secure your seats now at pashakespeare.org or call our box office at 610-282-WILL. That's 610-282-9455.
And don't forget to follow As You Mic It in your favorite podcast app for more mini episodes, bonus content, and our live community day recording later this summer. A heartfelt thanks to Chuck Gloman, Jarret Brown, and the entire film and TV department of DeSales University for their ongoing support in bringing As You Mic It to life. We'll return soon with another prologue to chart the next undiscovered country in our summer series. Until then, for Kim Carson, I'm Connie Berenger, reminding you that when we stand together, we can take on any tomorrow. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you at Labuda. Thank you for listening to As You Mic It, a Pennsylvania Shakespeare Festival presentation recorded on the beautiful campus of DeSales University. Our music is by Cedric Lamar, with hosts Jason King-Jones, Kim Carson, and Connie Berenger. For more information on our summer theater series, giving opportunities, tickets, and more, visit pashakespeare.org. Be sure to like, subscribe, and we'll see you at Labuda.
Behind every standing ovation is a network of patrons who know that theater changes lives. With tickets funding only half the cost, PSF counts on contributions to produce world-class theater, cultivate new audiences, and nurture future generations of artists. Give today at pashakespeare.org/support. Great theater is a collaboration both on stage and off.